Hi guys, I am Crystal Sky and we're here with a haul. I'm so excited. I ordered a ton of Blick art supplies. So, mostly Zig art graphic markers, but I also ordered the new brush pen from Copic. So, let's just get into this. I got this in a huge box with lots of packing slips, and it's just this little bit of markers in here. I gotta unroll this. It's like super weird how they wrap this. Get off. My worst enemy is this stuff. I can't even like wrap food with it. It just always sticks to everything. Alright, so this is the pen I got. It is the water-based pigment ink Copic proof with a nylon brush tip. I have been using my black Copic to line, and I heard this tip is smaller and easier to work with, so I wanted to get that. I'm really excited because a lot of people brush outline their work, and I have been trying it with the Copics and I really enjoy it, but my hand is really shaky, so I'm really trying to learn how to get a finer line without it looking so shaky. So that's that. And then we got this whole bag here of watercolor markers. I'm so excited. I bought the Sakura Koi watercolor palette, and I literally love working with watercolors. It's like my super favorite right now. So I got these. Look at all these. Look at these. Look at these. Okay. I counted them and I got all of them, but I just want to make sure I got all the colors. So this one is a gray, I believe. Let me see. That's why I have this paper here. I blacked out my address for privacy, and I want to like strike off which ones. Okay, so this should be the gray one, and I lost it. Let's see. Art and Graphic Twin. And then it doesn't have the color on it anywhere. Why you do this? Tut 80. 303. Well, this looks like one of the cool grays that I ordered. So, I really love gray markers. Like, I have the neutral gray in Copics. I just love gray. This is like a goldish brown that I ordered. Let me take a look at that. I'm gonna do a swatch for all of these, but I just wanted to show you the marker itself first. It looks like there's very little printed on these markers. There's not even like a color on it. Oh, cobalt blue, there it is, but it's on the sticker. Let's see if they all... See, this one doesn't even have that on the sticker. So that one's cobalt blue, and this one's sand that I ordered. I wanted a sand color for like landscapes and stuff. Then we have, this one is yellow, obviously, base yellow. I always have trouble using yellow in regular watercolors, so I wanted to try it in a marker. See if I liked using yellow better. So there's that. I'm just moving them over to the side when I'm done. This one's red. So that one, that gray is the only one that really doesn't have it on the sticker. This red looks very orange on the cap there. That's not just the camera. That's in real life right here. It looks really, really orange. I hope that red is red. This one is gray. I ordered a base gray. I love working with grays. I don't know what it is, but I love working with grays. The only place they're marked is right there. Isn't that odd, guys? I don't know what's up with that. This one is flesh colored. Of course, if you draw people, you gotta use the flesh color. So, I got that. This one is for highlights. I know I bought this one for highlights. It's like a rosy flesh color. But again, this one's not marked. Not marked at all. That's very odd. Some of them are marked on the sticker and some of them aren't. This one's green. I love doing like trees and stuff, so I got a lot of tree colors. I'm gonna try and do like a spread here with all these greens. I got 3 greens. Because I don't have, in Copics, I don't have any of the shading colors, the colors that you're supposed to shade with. This one's not marked either. See there? This one's like a lighter green, but it's kind of weird that that one's not marked. This one is a darker green, also not marked. So strange. Some of these are marked and some of them aren't. And this is the green I said I showed earlier. Okay, and then we got one more. This is like a whitish blush color. I got two blush colors. I wanted to see how I could make skin colors cooler, because my skin colors are always base. This is a dark pink that's kind of purpley. I did that on purpose. I didn't really get purples, but I got like a purplish color. And then I got a darker regular blue instead of the cobalt light blue. All right, let me get some watercolor paper here so I can do some swatches. I'm really excited about that. Alrighty guys, so I swatched them all here. These are all in order of swatching. Oh, except this one's backwards. Let's turn that around. So these are all in the order of swatching. You can see the color difference isn't terribly drastic, but for some of them there is. Like this is terribly drastic. This one's a little bit darker than the marker cap. This one's also a little darker than the marker cap. This one's way darker than the marker cap there. This gray is a little bit darker. So they tend to be a little darker than the marker cap. That red is a little orangey. So the cap was not wrong, unfortunately. This is what the markers looked completely uncapped. This line here is the smaller nib, and the big line is the brush nib. So the blue and the flesh color are perfect. Really good coloring there. So this is the last thing that I ordered unpackaged. This is the Copic brush marker. I actually thought it's really sparkly. I actually thought it was dirty at first, and I tried to wipe it, and then it turned out to be just glitter here. This is what the nib looks like there. So you can really get into it. It's really thin. It looks like individual hairs. Let's take a look at. Wow, this is definitely smaller in size than the Copic that I was using. It really feels a lot better. You could get really thin lines with this. Yeah, wow, look at that line. And it's not jumpy either. When I do lines, small lines like that in the Copic, it gets like really jumpy because it's not supposed to be used for something that's small. See, almost like that. I can already tell that my line control is terrible. Let me just do a little face. I really need to concentrate when I draw, which is why I don't ever do like a draw with me's, because I really have to concentrate. I have to be quiet. So that's it's actually called a gasenfude nylon brush. That's the Copic gasenfude. This is what it says Copic on it. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, there's the Copic logo. This is I ordered this from Blick art supplies. All of this. So the packaging was really good. I really am excited about this pen here. I couldn't find it anywhere else online except here. So, and it's made in Japan, so that's good. I really like the markers so far. I do have to say that a couple of them feel a little dry. I don't know if they didn't sit outside for any amount of time. The post lady handed it to me, so it's not like they sat outside and got dry from that. I know I didn't use them like watercolors. I didn't spread the color, and they've been sitting too long, so I don't really want to do that now. Let me do a quick test and see. I'll do like a couple of the driest ones and see with a water brush if I can spread them out. So I spread this red color out with my Pentel Aquash pen, and it didn't spread out exactly how I would have hoped it would have, but the paper also showed. Now this is good watercolor paper. This is just like from a watercolor pad. Master's Touch and Fine Art Studio. I don't know. But that is an actual watercolor paper. This is, and it actually came up. The paper came up a little bit. It's still wet. It's still like super wet. You can still spread it. I really like the pink color that it came out to though. So it did spread. This is one of the driest markers I got, was this red, this orangey red color. This honestly should not be called red, it should be called orange. But it did spread out nice. Like I just did it, and even though it felt dry when I was drawing with it, so it might just have felt dry because I'm used to Copic markers. I haven't ever used any other markers other than Copic markers, so that's probably why it felt dry to me. They worked just fine. Let me see if I can do this with one hand. So this is like the fine nib. I wanted to see if the fine nib will really move. I just stabbed myself in the finger because unprofessional, but okay. All right, no more moving. So this is just with the, I'm not even like really using water. Wow, look at that spread. That spread really good. Did you guys see that? That's a really nice spread on that, despite the fact that the paper is even coming up. That's horrible. That's just the paper. I bought the whole pad was 10 pages for $4.99 Master Touch. I would never get that again. It like the paper crumbles like that, and I'm not using the wrong side. I'm using the right side, and it's just crumbling. Like it is literally crumbling apart. It's not good paper. I did not buy good paper. I need to buy like the Canson paper, I think people were saying. Anyway, let's look at that. So you do still see the base color here where it was laid down, but it really spread. That's nice. That was with the finer nib. I just wanted to see if the finer nib would spread and not leave that, and it did. Look at the actual pigments moving in the paper. Like because it's still wet, it's actually like moving the red pigment. Isn't that cool, guys? So that was just like my little first impressions of these pens, and first impressions of this, the pen of which I cannot name because it's gasenfude, which is kind of German sounding to me. Anyway, I will see you guys later for more Learning to Draw Weekly. If you want to follow me on my other channel, I have the link in the description below. I post on that channel every Monday and Wednesday, and I post here every Friday. I also post any art supplies that I buy. I post first impressions and haul videos. So I will see you guys later for any of that.